YouTube, Facebook, X, and Instagram. Check us out on YouTube at Sports 1440 AM. Give us a sub, give us a like. We appreciate it greatly. Fantasy Frenzy brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky. Check them out online, willhawkbeefjerky.com. Only available in Leduc. Connor Halley, Brandon Douglas with you here. We've got Josh Fenwick, keep us on track, and Sam, the record man, here also. He's got his pizza pops. He is ready to go. The text line today, 1-833-401-1440. If you'd like to join the conversation, you can also reach us via email, Connor at sports1440.ca, Brandon at sports1440.ca. And the line I check most often on YouTube is our link. If you want the link to the YouTube channel, just shoot us a note. We can send that over to you right away. You can join there. Usually have a few people going back and forth in the text line. We love it. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. Today on the show, of course, we can recap a little bit of week 2 in the NFL, what happened so far, winners and losers. We can preview the weekend. Well, tonight, you got Texans and Bucks at 5. Then at 8 o'clock, it's the Chargers in Vegas to take on the Raiders. Should be a fun one. The Edmonton Elks over the weekend, a game that they needed to have, couldn't get it done. 6 turnovers, and somehow didn't get the win. Cody Fajardo, completions-wise, almost perfect. It was 25 of 28, 2 touchdowns. But they fall to the Argonauts on a last-second field goal. It was absolutely crazy. Oilers rookies in action over the weekend as well, losing to the Flames on both occasions by 1 goal. Offense was aplenty. I don't know who's looking into that and really taking it too seriously, but Oilers hockey back on the ice, always good to see. Next week at this time, we'll be talking about the Oilers' second preseason game, the first non-split squad game against the Winnipeg Jets. So hockey season right around the corner. Of the Oil Kings, we got Golden Bears Athletics, McEwen, Nate, tons going on here in the city. And next to come will be NBA plus Major League Baseball playoffs. So really fun time here in the Sports 1440 studio. We welcome in Brandon Douglas. Some call him the Duke. Some call him Drandon Douglas. Brandon, how was the weekend?
Good morning, Connor. Yeah, the weekend was pretty wild, actually. I was full tilt, basically start to finish. Friday night, heading out to my buddy Chucky Slick's place, playing around on the golf sim that he just had it installed out in the shop. Beautiful. I imagine it was very expensive. I'm glad he was the one footing the bill for that and not me. Enjoyed a couple drinks over at his place, and then Saturday sports setup. College football all day Saturday, Elks heading down to the Morgan Wallen concert, and then Sunday, obviously the NFL slate, wrapping it up with another Tropics win from the Claire Drake 2-0 start to the season for the Tropicana Orangemen, as Kevin would call them. So it's all coming up green here for me personally. It was a really good weekend.
Now, how was Wallen? I told you, because we went our separate ways on Friday. I met my parents for lunch, and I walked down the mall, and I saw like Wallen hoodies, T-shirts everywhere. There was one guy, he kind of had the country look, and then I looked down, and he was carrying a fresh new pair of boots. I was like, oh baby, yeah. The boots are coming out tonight. It looked like everyone had a really good time. How was it for you?
Yeah, the concert was good. I really liked Brooks and Dunn. They were for the last opener, if you want to call it that. There was Zach John King, and then Ella Langley, and then B&D before Wallen, the headliner, came out. So I thought they were great. They're one of my all-time favorites. They didn't play super long or a ton of songs by any stretch, but they're 70 years old, which we got into a debate about it. Me and a couple buddies I was sitting with, that I would have pegged him at like maybe mid-60s at the oldest. But I looked it up. Yeah, 70 and 71 years old, the duo are. So credit to them. They were great live. The Morgan Wallen part, I mean, you sell out Commonwealth 2 nights in a row, you're a pretty big deal, and he would certainly qualify. I personally didn't love the set list. The songs he played a very good chunk from his most recent album, which isn't uncommon, I suppose, for artists to do. But this, like, I actually take issue with this current trend, and maybe it's just in country music or people I listen to. They do double albums where it's like 40 songs on one record. How, like, it's too many to release at one time, in my opinion. So I've got this whole catalog of songs I really like that he released from the 2 previous albums. Good chunk of them were singles, like they were on radio, and he didn't play them because he's just got too many others to get through. So that would be my only criticism of it, I suppose. I didn't think the set list was great, but the place was bumping. They loved it. And I actually have to correct myself as well, Connor, to put a bow on it. Earlier in the show, I said that Tate McRae was there. And I just remembered that wasn't true. And a texter corrected me.
It's just someone that looked like her.
No, it was Ella Langley, who was the opener. She came out and sang Tate McRae's part on the duet. We thought it was her at first, and admittedly, we were pretty tipsy already at that stage of the it was still afternoon at that point, unfortunately. It was not very late. But it was not Tate McRae. So I have to take that back. Yeah. But Ella Langley did a good job singing her part. So power to her.
We pride ourselves on being accurate. So I'm glad you corrected yourself there. Glad you had fun. Looked like a good time on the concert.
It was a good time.
The visuals looked fantastic.
Yeah, like entertainment wise, it's a worldwide tour, North America tour. It was all the bells and whistles. It was a good deal.
We got a little conversation in the YouTube chat right now. Deanocracy said it's a frenzy up in here. Triple Crown. I know Triple Crown said, sadly, as I predicted, the Elks choke versus the Argos, in for a letdown against the Tiger Cats. Abutsky said, Elks result was frustrating, but I think they're on the right track overall. And I would agree with you. I mean, they're going in the right direction, but that's a game you just got to find a way to win. Whatever way it would have been, keeping the Argos off the field a little bit longer, converting. Like all their points came off turnovers. Sustained drive. The run game, they just could not get going, but they'll try to do it again on Saturday, 5 o'clock when they take on the Hamilton Tiger Cats. The text line, 1-833-401-1440. Awful Lot says, Burrow owner, problems. PPR, 1 QB. Daniel Jones or Browning? Well, that's not an ideal situation for you, Awful Lot. Daniel Jones has been pretty decent. I don't know how long it's going to keep on going. Like we said, love the nickname. Indiana Jones. It's perfect. Free agent quarterbacks out there, like, could you do Russell Wilson? Would you trust him for how long he's going to be playing? I mean, Malik Neighbors is a heck of a player. He's going to make his plays. But if the Giants keep on losing, he can get pulled. It could be Jameis or Jackson Dart at any time. Not an ideal situation, but I don't mind Daniel Jones for now. Tiger did say you can't chirp Chubby Russ today. I felt like I was defending him last week as a guy who could just maintain it. I wasn't going to predict what he did last on Sunday. They still lost the game. But for fantasy purposes, he put up some really good numbers for sure. Slurpy Sean says, start Justin Fields, they said. He's a start of the week, they said. I'm going to be out of my guillotine. Why did I sit May? Why? Did we say that? I don't know if we would have called him the start of the week if that was us, per se. I thought he might bust out a big run. We believed it.
Well, I mean, he got hurt.
Tough to put up points when you're on the bench. Well, fellas, you were right. Andrews is going to look great on my bench until JJ figures it out. Oops, wrong team. Either way, he's staying on the bench. Mark Andrews? Okay, Slurpy Sean said not us. Yeah, I mean, I would never say Justin Fields would be a guy I'm starting every week. Like he's just not that guy. But in spot performances, if you had him like in a bye week, I think he'd be an okay guy. Got to stay healthy. But when he's out there, I mean, he's a pretty good threat. He's got some decent targets out there with the New York Jets. But week to week, it'd be tough. Yeah, and you know what? I don't think I could say I saw that coming from Drake May. I know I said it multiple times. Like, I'm not as high as a lot of people are on the Patriots and Drake May. Like, I think they're going to be better than they were last year. I think Mike Vrabel gives you a better chance to win. Every game probably helps your team win more games than they should. But Drake May for the Patriots going down to Miami, beating the Dolphins 33-27. A better performance from the Miami Dolphins. Looked a little bit more like the offense we're used to. Tua, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, then Tyreek Hill also going for over 100. I think he was a little bit frustrated at sometimes too because I think he might have been open. But the Patriots, they get the win. Some decent performances. Butte, kid from LSU. I remember the man. Gregor was high on him, picked him up in waivers. He had the touchdown. Drake May goes for 230. Very efficient. When you complete 19 of 23, not a bad game. Not a crazy fantasy game, but not a bad game. That might just be a team I stay away from. Devon Achane, big game through the air.
Mm-hmm.
Total yards, not too bad. Had the touchdown, which is good. But yeah, That's not a game that exactly moved the needle for me, Duke. It was like entertainment wise, it was a good game, but going into it, not a game I had circled on the calendar.
No, on another very imbalanced slate of morning versus afternoon games, and even if you can do the split screen quad box type action, I can do that through DAZN on my TV. So I always give one to Red Zone, and then I pick 3 other games from each slate to tune into. That was it. Dolphins and Patriots were not amongst them. I'll say that. But in fairness, when the day started, Cowboys and Giants weren't either. But I had to make the switch. They had to be on their own screen by the time as the fourth quarter got going.
Northside Norm says on the YouTube chat here, poor Connor's camera refuses to focus on him. It's like the Burrow O-line. Yeah, well, we're trying to fix that. Duke's camera looks crystal clear though, which is nice. Joe Burrow, we saw that in week 1, Duke. Like, people were making the memes about it, how you have to protect Joe Burrow. He's taking too many shots. Turf toe is not it's not a soft injury. Also,
despite what its name would imply.
Yeah, it makes it sound like it's like, oh, whatever, just it's your
broken toenail.
Suck it up, you're fine. It's actually serious. He's going to have surgery on it, be out for a while. Did you see the reports, people saying that Cincinnati's the only organization that doesn't have a cart?
I did not.
That's why he had to walk off the field. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe he was like, I'm not taking a cart, I'll walk it off. Like, they have to have one, I think, for NFL regulations.
That would be very on brand for the Bengals.
It is a
notoriously cheap organization. It's like in semi-pro when Jackie Moon goes up and then gets taken down in the Mega Bowl, and there's like, get the stretcher. Yeah. We don't have a stretcher. Jackie sold it. So that's the first thing that comes to my mind when you say that they don't have a cart.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like the NFL would probably step in and say, no, you need to have a gator to get these guys off the field. What if someone breaks their leg? But the joke was that they were too cheap, and Joe Burrow had to hobble down the field. Maddie in Regina texting in, aka Maddie's Mashers. Hey, team Fantasy Frenzy, my team. Maddie's Mashers just couldn't get it going against you guys. This is talking baseball. Too many injuries on the squad. Hurts in a weekly league. Good luck in the next round. Do you guys recommend starting Trey Yesavage? I have him in another league. He could be a 2 starter this week. I can drop Robbie Ray for him. Ray is running out of gas. Maddie, well, Duke, you had said Yesavage in his debuts in leagues is not necessarily ideal, hey?
Yeah, each promotion he's seen this year, starting in high A and then to double A and triple A, his first appearance, he has not performed well. He's obviously gone on to overcome those early setbacks to earn more and more promotions. And now he's, for a guy that was pitching in high A earlier this year, now making his MLB debut. It's an incredibly impressive rise through the organizational depth chart. I would be hesitant to go with Yesavage. Like I said, if this is a league where you're locking him for the week, because I don't expect his result to be super flattering tonight. They say there's no restrictions on him. So if he wants to go 5-6 innings, they will allow him to. It's just the track record says no. And then I really don't think he will get another start. Like the Jays already have a rotation that is as deep and as good as any in baseball right now. I don't see them shuffling the deck again, like pushing back guys on starts again to get him in. I could see him maybe moving and coming out of the bullpen after this. I'd be hesitant. It's not a move I would be making personally.
I always like just looking at ESPN because they always have like tickets. If you had to guess a ticket in Tampa tonight for this game, what do you think the lowest price would be?
$8.
$6.
Wow, let's go. What's a flight to TV worth?
$8 tomorrow and Wednesday, and then Thursday $7. In Kansas City, you can get tickets for as low as $15. Back in Toronto, though, they're up to as low as $26. So
that's still pretty good.
I went to a Jays game a few years ago for, I think we paid $12 total.
And so, like, do you buy those tickets like essentially as you're walking up to the stadium?
Yeah, pretty much. That's how we got ours.
So you plan a trip to Toronto? I assume you in the planning said, yeah, we'll try and catch a baseball game, or we are going to catch a baseball game. Is there anything in the back of your mind saying, what if we like have the whole day planner on going to this baseball game and then we can't get tickets? Mm-hmm. Is that ever crossed your mind? Or you're like, it's baseball, it's the middle of the week, there's no way all of Rogers Center is sold out?
So when we went, it was the start of the playoffs in the NHL. So we bought tickets in advance for the Sunday, and then the Monday was game 1 of the Leafs and whoever they were playing. So we were like, yeah, we'll be fine. Like, that's the main ticket in Toronto tonight. So yeah, we went and we bought them like, I think 2 hours before to the Hockey Hall of Fame and all that. I think I told the story. It was the game on the playoffs. I didn't see one Maple Leafs jersey out in public. I saw more Oilers support in Toronto on a game day. But, maybe that's just kind of the thing out there. But yeah, you get them easy out there. Maybe a little bit tougher now. Nikki Northside says, man, I got to say, Tyquan Thornton could be leading the league in yards and touchdowns if Mahomes could hit a deep ball. Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
They like ran the exact same play 3 times in a row and then finally cashed it in.
Safety is just biting hard or taking away the underneath route. They hit that against the Chargers too, a deep ball late in the game. That's going to happen with the Chiefs, right? You just got to hope that you get pressure and force a bad throw, which I guess was the case for a couple times there. But yeah, that's a good point, Nikki Northside, that he was wide open downfield. And we had someone texting in.
I think it was Nikki Northside
saying, like, watch
heading
him.
into week 1 saying, bet Tyquan Thornton anytime TD,
which
it did not in that, but he did get the one deep shot and it just came up short of the end zone. But like I said yesterday, if you'd followed that trend and put that, you've probably still got a pretty dang good price on it as an anytime TD score, and it did cash in. So I hope you had it, Nikki Northside. I hope you went back to that well.
Just a little less heat, 3 yards off the ball, and potentially big plays for Tyquan. And now, hey, there's some film for teams to watch. You got to keep an eye on him because he's certainly stretching the field. And they get Rashee Rice back, get Xavier Worthy back. I think they'll find their groove again. I wouldn't panic if I'm a Chiefs fan quite yet. Let's take a break here. Hold on. Do you have any breaking news, Duke?
Do I know? I haven't refreshed any breaking news.
Okay.
Was I supposed to?
I have no idea. I just got a text. But I don't see anything about it. Oh, Bears Pro Bowl cornerback Jalen Johnson out indefinitely with a groin injury. We'll take a break. When we come back, maybe we'll have breaking news. Maybe we won't. It's Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440, streaming on our YouTube channel, Sports 1440 AM, brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky.
Experience a season of superior luxury, performance, and savings. The Fall Experience event is on now at Volvo Cars Edmonton. The all-new redesigned 2026 XC90 is here. Come drive one today. You won't be disappointed. Finance or lease a 2026 XC40 from 1.99%. And right now, you can save $7,500 on remaining 2025 XC60s. The Fall Experience event is on now at Volvo Cars Edmonton. Great vehicles, better service. Visit volvocarsedmonton.com.
While the players gear up for the new season, make sure you gear up your snack game with Will Hawk Beef Jerky.
Okay, this jumbo bag of beef jerky should last the preseason.
Whoa. Will Hawk has more than just beef jerky. There's smoked sausage and pepperoni products, too.
Well, how about we have jerky for Eastern opponents and pepperoni sticks when we face the Western teams?
Now that sounds like a Will Hockey game plan.
Will Hawk Beef Jerky, because you don't win games with salad. Only available in Leduc.
Bruce Grove Saints home opener is Friday, September 19th, and you don't want to miss it. The Saints will be playing their first game in the brand new Thompson Family Arena as they host league champion Brooks Bandits at 7 p.m. With a completely new and exciting in-game experience, including a state-of-the-art Jumbotron, the Thompson Family Arena will be the place to be. Don't miss the Spruce Grove Saints home opener, September 19th. For tickets, visit tickets.sgsaints.ca.
At Fountain Tire, get up to 25% off select tires, up to $125 off a set of 4 select Goodyear tires, and $50 off $150 service until October 18th. Restrictions apply. Book today. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together, Canada.
Edmonton's only 24-hour-a-day sports radio station can be heard anytime, anywhere. Sports 1440 is streaming on your phone, your tablet, your computer. Download an app today and listen to Sports 1440.
Diablo Boots sells only Canadian-made work and biker boots made by Canada West. No American or boots made in China, so no tariffs. All of Diablo's boots have replaceable soles and heels for longer life. Sizes 6 to 14 Triple E. Buy quality, buy Canadian. And support Canada West and Diablo, the 2 best names in the boot business. So save on boots by Save On Foods. That's Diablo Boots, 3340 Gateway Boulevard on the east side of Save On Foods. Buy Canadian. They're terrific.
Stop juggling lowest bid contractors, because at Wetaskiwin Ready Mix, one call does it all. From concrete supply to cribbing and pumping, we've got your project covered. Locally owned and operated, Wetaskiwin Ready Mix is proud to deliver on spec and on time every time, because we know quality concrete isn't cheap, and cheap concrete isn't quality. Send Wetaskiwin Ready Mix your blueprint. We'll handle the rest. Wetaskiwin Ready Mix, 780-352-4301.
Who should start? Who needs to hit the bench? Find out with Fantasy Frenzy with Halley and Douglas. This is Sports 1440.
Presented by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
It's 11:22. Welcome back to Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440, streaming on Oilers Nation, YouTube, Facebook, X, and Instagram. Check us out on all those platforms. You can search us, Sports 1440, and if that doesn't pop up, just throw an AM at the end of it, and it'll take you right to where you want to be. Sports 1440 AM on YouTube. Give us a subscription, a like, a thumbs up, all that sort of thing. We do appreciate it. Fantasy Frenzy brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky. Online, willhawkbeefjerky.com. Only available in Leduc. Go say hi to Trent. Tell him you're a Cowboys fan. Maybe you'll get a sample. I don't know. I can't rule it out, but I can't guarantee it either. No breaking news. Brad just texted in that Connor resigned. Just kidding. Sorry, just bored. That's the second time Brad's done this. Now, I don't want to ban Brad forever from the text line. This behavior will not be tolerated. And I'm going to give him a 24-hour muting. Unless 5 listeners say no, not to.
Suspy.
It's 24 hours. You can still text in. It just won't come through. But if 5 texters say, don't do it, I won't do it. But we cannot be having fake news dropped into our inbox. CJ EDM says, ban him. Mark says, don't do it. Cat Dad says, do it. Ban him from Dylan. No first-time texter. Ban him. Tiger says, I've had many transgressions and never been muted. So I hope I can give brother a chance. And well, that's 2. 2 people saying Brad should get another chance. I'm not banning him, although a lot of people are now texting in to ban him for this fake news. Brad, get a job from Heavy Chevy. I'm telling you, we can't be joking about this stuff, Brad. It's serious business. I saw it. I didn't want to say it was true, but I wanted to try to go check. Didn't work for me. My computer's too slow. Oh, Aaron says ban him. Ban him twice. Don't ban him, but final warning, says T the Exterminator. Eli says that fake news is just hurtful. Ban him. Well, we're not banning him. We're not going to ban Brad full time. It would be a 24-hour suspy. That would be it. We'll see if we get any more supporters for Brad. Team Dean says, I just pulled over and checked X. Not cool, Brad. Make him disappear. Brad says, my most sincere apologies. It won't happen again. People are fired up. Made me look like a fool. 1-833-401-1440. We appreciate the support. Some people saying Brad deserves another chance. We'll hold off. We'll see if anyone else wants to support him. But yeah, that's why we don't go right to it and totally say it. Oh, a different Brad the driver, ban him. Cam says take him to the train station. What does that mean? Good riddance?
It's like saying take him back behind the woodshed.
Oh my goodness.
He's going to a very special farm upstate.
Brad must be a Flames fan. That's a bannable offense right there. Well, he got the reaction. That's clickbait. Gilly says should be longer. Lock him up. Throw away the keys. Did you say it was his second time already? It was. You're right. Second occasion for Brad. Well, we got to see. We'll give him a little bit longer here. Who cares? We all know McDavid's going to sign. Don't ban him. You people act like kids. Rod, I said I'm not going to ban him. It'd just be 24 hours. I have to regain some.
There needs to be consequences for your actions.
We have to have some sort of power here, or else all of a sudden we're going to get fake news all the time. I know when it happens, and it's going to happen, the text line's going to blow up from people. So I won't even have to confirm it because like 20 people will send it in. But this time it was just one, so we had to go take a look. Advice to Brad: change your handle so Connor doesn't have to ban you. Soggy Corpse. Well, here's the thing, Soggy Corpse. We changed the handle. So
it's a saved Rolodex.
Without rules, there's chaos from Team Dean. Brad says,
we're living in a society.
Brad's defending himself. I'm just a frustrated Oilers fan. I mean, it's the easiest contract to sign. I predict 4x14 before or on Wednesday. No, 14's too low, Brad. It's going to be more than that for sure. I shouldn't say that. I don't know for sure, but I think it will be. I'm thinking 16 and 2 to 3 years. Wayner says, give him an instigator penalty. We might have to do that. It might just be a 5-minute major, which means nothing. Brad might get off the hook this time. EG says, I did give the fake news about Amari Cooper retiring, and then he wasn't retired, and then he retired 2 weeks later. Never wrong, just early, right, EG? That's all it is.
Yeah. The Amari Cooper saga, one we all followed with bated breath.
Now I'm wondering, did Soggy Corpse get banned and then just change his number or something? Who's his other identity?
Or maybe someone just said he got banned, like Low Tide said it jokingly, and Soggy Corpse thought it was for real, but I don't think Low Tide knows how to ban people.
I like the 24-hour mute button. I think it's a great little tool. I don't like to drop the ban hammer. Not my thing. Patty and Spruce says, for Jays games, you can buy a $20 standing room only ticket in advance. And then once you're in, just walk around to the 5 different bars. They now have the open there now. We bought our tickets. So when we bought our really cheap tickets, we bought they were behind home plate, like upper deck. And they were so steep. And we just were like, this is too steep. I don't know what it was. We're, old age. So we went down and just found some seats in the lower area. Nobody checked our tickets. So that was 3 years ago. It was early in the season, not too many people at the games. I think now there's so many people want to be there for it, and it makes sense. A little bit tougher to do. Text line 1-833-401-1440. I want to go into the inbox email style, brought to you by Elks Nation. 2 weekly podcasts available on YouTube and X with Declan Kruger and Eddie Steele, breaking down the green and gold, the fired up edition today as they recap the loss to the Argos on Saturday. You can also go to elksnation.ca, read some great articles. Gregor and Declan doing work there, so go check it out. The most in-depth double coverage you're going to get out there. Elks Nation. We got an email that came in earlier today from Northside Norm. He says, I got a fantasy question that may affect my marriage. I get the win this week, but she needs a quarterback that since Burrow is done for at least 3 months. And I need running back help. I actually don't want to fleece her too bad as our matchup is done this week. And her team being strong will help me this season. Here's our 2 teams. Who should I snag to give her the people's backup? Justin Herbert. Well, you're a good man, Norm, because you're giving her one hell of a quarterback. So you're going to be sending over Justin Herbert. Her team, and you need running backs, has Derrick Henry, Bucky Irving, Kyron Williams, Quinshawn Judkins for running backs, and Joe Mixon. Duke, what do you think?
Yeah, here's the thing. When a team is in a desperate situation, which I would describe the team that has Joe Burrow as being in now, right?
The team name is My Dog is Cuter, So I Should Win. That is Norm's wife.
I think if you're sending Herbert, this was a guy that through 2 weeks looks like he's a must start.
Well, 1 week.
1 week. Well, it's going to be after tonight. He's going to light it up tonight as well. The Chargers will win, but only by 1 or 2.
Okay. Touchdowns or
no points,
centuries.
So it's a starting quarterback, like a fantasy starting quarterback. You need a fantasy starting running back in return to make the trade fair. Even if you're not trying to get, so it's like, I think Derrick Henry, that's too steep.
I was thinking Kyron.
Honestly, I would ask for Quinshot Judkins.
Oh,
he signed, he played, kind of split reps with Dylan Sampson. Sampson found the end zone again this week, so he had another decent performance. Neither of the yardages for these guys jumped off the table, but I mean, you're playing the Ravens. The Browns trailed essentially the whole game. Not super conducive to the run game. But I think Judkins' upside in season, even long term, is really good, but even in season, I think is pretty good. I think either Kyron Williams or Quinshot Judkins. That would be my.
Quinshot would be good because it'd be buying low, but it could be a good play. So yeah, I think one of those two would be good. EG says, I'm actually in a football league with Soggy Corpse, but I've never met him. The legend of Soggy Corpse. Gilly says, at least you didn't read it like it was breaking news like young Josh. Well, I had to make sure. And then another text in no name.
First texter.
You read it, ban you. Oh,
but he didn't read it.
I didn't read it.
Not on air until we got confirmed that it was not true.
I said, maybe there's some breaking news. We'll check. So I didn't actually read it. I didn't just be like, Connor McDavid signed. It's happened. And I did not say that. If I could ban myself, I would. I would just go hang out in like the bar. Me and Lotai would just go chop it up. Sorry, boys. If I ever break news like that, I got to suspend myself, Duke, and you have to host the show.
Deal.
Is that fair?
Well, and if I do, then I'm suspended. You have to host and produce the show. Unless one of the young bucks over to my right want to do it for me or for you, I guess. So I'll be suspended.
Brad says, as an apology to the listeners, I'll give away my preseason tickets to the Flames. Oilers attack twice for 07. Brad, hang on to those. We're having some fun. Josh Fenwick puts his hand up. He'll take them. No, it's all good. It's all good. Soggy Corpse. I've never been banned, but I did get a dressing down from Gregor once. Just crossed the line. Maybe he said something too bad. Blake says, Norm sounds like he's in an abusive marriage. She's strong-holding him into a trade. Well, I think you got to take care of your wife. The matchup is over, And if he can add a player like Judkins, I think that's not a bad move for him. Judkins is the play. Sheesh. I also have a fantasy issue that might ruin my impending marriage. Anyone ever heard of Sydney Sweeney? From Delta Valley Jeff. Delta Valley Jeff, did you come get your gift card to Mr. Mike's yet? If not, you should come get it. Take your fiance. It's get a nice little steak sandwich. Yeah, you know what? I only know who Sydney Sweeney is because of the Duke and Declan, and probably Donovan.
You didn't watch Euphoria?
I watched the first episode. I didn't know who she was.
Right.
Like I know the legend because you guys talk about her. And for a while, you guys talked about her quite a bit. But
she's hot in the streets.
Yeah,
what's topical.
I would not have known who she was if it wasn't for the youths and maybe like a couple Instagram accounts.
Well, here's the thing. I'll do you one better, Connor. I have not watched a single thing she has actually acted in. I only know her from the internet.
You didn't even see one episode of Euphoria?
Just clips and all the people talking about her all the time. I've never sat down and watched Euphoria. I didn't see her in that rom-com with Glenn Powell. What else? Madam Web, to much critical acclaim. I did not see that. I've never seen her act in anything, to the best of my knowledge, unless it was a super secondary role that I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't know that much. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Oh, she was one of the gangs.
She was one of Manson's girls.
Yeah,
see,
I call it a gang.
I haven't seen that movie.
Great movie. Unbelievable. You know what? And I think that whole crew is like Hollywood stars
Well,
now.
yeah, Margaret Qualley is one of them. She's blowing up right now. The other girl that kind of looks like her has dark hair, I think. You're asking the wrong person. I don't know actors and actresses' names.
What I would say, though, Duke, like watch that movie. You just got to get to the end. The end scene is unbelievable.
All right.
Like, it's good. It's entertaining. It's long. But you get to the end and it just, whoa, it pops off.
Consider me intrigued.
Yeah, it's Tarantino, right?
True.
CJ EDM says you guys should give away some Wilhock beef jerky. So here's the thing. What does Joker say in the movies? If you're good at something, you don't do it for free.
Yep.
If you're a quality product like Wilhock beef jerky, you don't get it for free. That other stuff, the other jerkies out there, you might be able to. But Wilhock, go get it. Spend the money. Trust me. It is certainly worth it. We got a special visitor coming in studio. Cam Tate. Cam, hello. Cam Tate's 2-minute warning every day on the Jason Greger Show at 3:40. You guys are curious. We upped it. We started only Mondays and Fridays. And then during the playoffs, we jumped it up to Wednesdays as well. And now you can hear Cam Tate's words Monday through Friday on the Jason Greger Show at 3:40. Delta Valley Jeff says he's going to send someone to pick up the gift card. There you go. Phil says, since we're still in what if territory, and this is regarding Connor McDavid, what if he hasn't signed by November and the team is off to another slow start? Suffers a season-ending injury to a key player, placing a playoff spot in jeopardy. I say he only signs one-year contracts, keeping his options going forward. Well, we'll see what if. I mean, hopefully they don't do that for the third straight year. I mean, you got to understand, like, for the first time in how long the NHL is telling us that the cap number is going up. I don't think you're doing yourself a service by signing an 8-year deal. Like, I think Kaprizov also got the offer, said no. Like, in a situation with the cap is going to go up year after year, it's looking like that. Signing less term just makes sense. These players want to capitalize, sign new contracts, get paid. You see it in every other sport. So I understand why. Like, in the NFL, these guys are taking their contracts early into signing long term because they need the guarantees. NHL, you're going to get that money. So yeah, I don't think there's too much concern here. I think they'll sign. Like we said, I don't think it's going to be crazy long term. But Phil, if that situation happens, yeah, it'd be something. I've said it before, even going back to their loss against the Panthers. This upcoming season, I don't want to see any of this dilly-dallying. I want to see them going from start to finish, playing strong brand of hockey. Goals got to be, win the division. You haven't won the division forever. President's Trophy, why not? Just have a really strong season, and it's all going to get going next weekend with some preseason hockey. Split squad, I believe, and then you got the Jets on the Tuesday, and we'll be in full swing. It's 11:38. We'll take a break when we come back. More of your texts. Keep them coming in here, 1-833-401-1440. You can also email us, Connor@sports1440.ca, and Brandon at sports40.ca as well. It is Fantasy Frenzy on Sports 1440. Also streaming. Oilers are Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Sports 1440 AM, brought to you by Wilhock Beef Jerky.
Performance by Action Electrical today. Their projects team kicks things off, designing and building with unmatched skill.
Then the service team swoops in for those crucial repairs and maintenance. And don't forget the testing team, ensuring everything's safe and sound before the solar team scores with sustainable energy.
A complete team effort. Have Action Electrical bring home a win for you and your project. Visit actionelectrical.net.
God said, I need somebody to get up before dawn, milk cows, work all day in the fields, milk cows again, eat supper, go to town, and stay all night at a meeting at the school board. So God made a farmer.
Hi, Mike here from Northgate Chevrolet Buick GMC. We are so thankful God made a farmer. For the month of September, it is our goal to feed 500 families. With every vehicle sold, we will feed a family of 4. So please help us reach our goal. Visit us online at northgategm.com.
Actions speak louder than words. Japa Machinery Group puts your construction plan into action with XCMG construction machinery you need. Available for rental or sale. Learn more at japamachinery.com.
Listen up, because you're not going to want to miss this. Right now is your chance to get in on Play Alberta's biggest offer ever. For a limited time only, new players can get up to a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. There's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
At Fountain Tire, you can save $50 off tire storage with the purchase of 4 select tires now until September 30th at participating locations. Okay. Or you could squeeze them into your backseat, possibly causing upholstery damage, drive them home, struggle, sweating buckets trying to get them out of your vehicle, resulting in you feeling guilty for not going to the gym more often, or at all. But at the end of the day, it's your choice. Totally up to you.
Definitely $50 off the tire storage.
You got it. Book your appointment today at fountaintire.com. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together, Canada.
Are you relying on credit cards to make ends meet? Are you making just the minimum payment and carrying a balance month after month? It's time to break free from the debt spiral and take control of your finances. I'm Parveen Middleton, licensed insolvency trustee at BDO here in Edmonton. During a free consultation, I can explain all your debt relief options and stop your credit card bills from piling up. Call 1-833-BDO-TALK or visit bdodebt.ca to discover your debt-free future.
Plan for success in 2026 with help from the Co-op Grow Team. With the latest on-farm technology, our agronomists will work with you to gather and interpret soil samples, analyze data, and gain more insight into your fields. We offer local expertise and trusted advice to help you plan your inputs and prepare for the unexpected. Get ready to make data-driven decisions with Co-op Egg Zone Fields. Make a successful 2026 crop plan to meet your field's potential. Talk to your Co-op Grow Team today.
Get the inside scoop for your team on Fantasy Frenzy with Halley and Douglas on Sports 1440.
Presented by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
.42, welcome back. It is Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440, streaming on Sports 1440's YouTube, Facebook, X, and Instagram. Check it out. Search us, Sports 1440 AM. You can actually get the links on our website, sports1440.ca, I believe. Was there a weird sound that just happened? Was that the song?
I don't know. I didn't hear anything.
It sounded like a notification for a phone. Probably just my hearing. Coming up next on Sports 1440, following us here on Fantasy Frenzy, brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky. It's the Lowdown with Lowtide, Alan Mitchell and Declan Kruger. It is Monday. That means Gregor will join them on the program. They'll recap a busy weekend in the sporting world. Maybe they'll talk about the boxing matchup from Saturday night. I know Declan Kruger was absolutely fired up. 2:20 on the Jason Gregor Show. Should be a lot of fun. We got the head coach of the Boston Bruins, Marco Sturm, will be by. Got Cam Tate's 2-minute warning. We've got Mark Spector from Rogers Sportsnet. Then at 5:20, we'll preview Monday Night Football Game 2 with Fernando Ramirez covers the Chargers for the Sporting Tribune. I love an 8 o'clock kickoff. I don't love doubleheaders on the NFL on the Monday night, but you know what? If it's going to happen, might as well be the Chargers. And it might as well be after bedtime for my son. So that's going to work out quite nicely. Morning show, people. Duke. Hopefully the game's over at halftime.
Just mail it in.
Like 27-point lead. That should be enough, right?
Well, I know you were kind of not happy with me saying that the Chargers will win, but only by a point or two. That's for the sake of my head-to-head picks against the spread with Carius. That he had first pick. He took Chargers on the points. It's 3.5. I want the Chargers to win. I expect them to win. But maybe the Raiders can be pesky and keep it close, and it kind of comes down to the wire. Now, that's not very good for my sleep schedule if it does, in fact, be a game that I'm inclined to watch right to the bitter end. But I'll be honest, even when the games stink, like last night's, I still watch them all the way to the end anyway. So if it's lopsided, it's kind of moot.
You know what? Like, just think about in March when there's no football, and you'll be like, well, I wish I really watched more football. So that's why you stay up and you watch these games.
That's right.
Because you never know. You never know what's going to happen. Blake says, I don't know if you guys have talked about Broncos wide receivers yet, but I'm getting close to being done with Sutton. Yeah, that's fair. I have him in my lineup too. Fine week 1, 9 targets, 61 yards and a score. That's good. They'll take that. Yesterday against the Colts in a loss, 1 catch for 6 yards. Woof. That's why I could go 0-3 this week. He's the reason, but yeah, I mean, that's kind of some players are just going to be like that. And I think Courtland Sutton's kind of been like that in his career. Like, it has some big games and then some games that aren't so big. If you're Bo Nix and the Broncos, I feel like you want to get him involved more. But Mims makes plays. Franklin makes plays. They're spreading that football around.
Like, I'm just looking down Cortland Sutton's game log from last season.
Mhm.
He had double-digit targets 4 to 5 times, excuse me.
Yeah.
And 2 of them came in the first 3 weeks of the season.
And how many big games versus how many bad games?
Like
did
here,
he
I'm
have?
looking down, like, so, like, yardages. What? How about this? That one of those 10-plus targets, just 4 receptions for 38 yards in that game.
Yeah.
1 for 4 in week 2 last year, 26 yards. He seemed to get things going a little more in week 3, 68, 60, 32, 53. 300-yard games, another with 98, so that's very close, obviously, in the season finale against KC when the Chiefs were playing nobody.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of funny. We think of Cortland Sutton as Mr. Reliable and has been for his whole career, but his numbers last year are not only 8 touchdowns, still cleared 1,000 yards. But like for the Broncos, a team that's kind of on the rise, you would expect him to be a little more involved, maybe. I don't know. And like Troy Franklin, who was much more than noticeable wide receiver yesterday, like this was Bo Nix's teammate from Oregon, familiar with him, had a very unremarkable rookie season. But I wonder if that's a guy that might be really starting to bite into target share and a piece of the offense.
Kyle says, a Broncos fan here, nothing to worry about with Sutton. He's still Bo's go-to guy when the first read isn't there. Yeah, and like just for fantasy purposes, there's going to be some down weeks like most players, but like that's kind of how I remember him, and I'm still going to start him. I'm still hoping for it. Kyle, just your text line, it says you're from West Virginia. Is that true? And if so, nice win over Pitt. Shout out to the Mountaineers over the weekend. I was watching College Game Day. I think Pat McAfee,
Did they call that the Backyard Bowl?
Something like that. McAfee was the only guy. Well, his alma mater, of course. I saw Broncos fans, and it was like the fan accounts that, obviously overreact to everything. It was like, when's the last time you've seen a penalty like that? The leverage one? It's happened 51 times in the last 15 years.
Backyard Brawl is what it's called. I was close.
There you go. Last year, it only happened on 4 occasions. We saw it happen 5 times in 2023. And when Broncos fans were mad about that, I felt it because the Chargers lost the game once in a very similar fashion. But yes, Kyle went to school in West Virginia, but I'm from St. Albert, still has the West Virginia number. Big win in the Backyard Brawl. There you go, Duke.
Nice.
Big time. Jeff, you got great options here. I got Burrow injured yesterday. Which quarterback should I pick up, Love or Stroud? Right now, I'm leaning Love just because he's got so many nice weapons that I love. Stroud
and
will
has
see.
a much better offensive line.
Yeah. Stroud.
And a run game to complement the pass game.
Trading away your franchise tackle. Bold move.
I still don't take issue with trading away Laramie Tunsil. They just haven't done a good enough job rebuilding. They replaced almost the entire offensive line.
Yeah.
But nobody takes more penalties than Laramie Tunsil in the NFL at the position.
Well, it should be John Taylor, but
well, isn't he a right tackle?
Oh, I thought we were just talking tackles.
Well, I think Tunsil leads that category all tackles. But maybe just I'm with you, Connor, on Love over Stroud at this point. Pains me to say he's my guy. I still think his ceiling is very high, but it's dicey for the Texans O-line right now. So it's tough to see him putting up monster fantasy numbers. But really quickly, just tangential to offensive line taking penalties, the tush push and the guards getting away with some pretty egregious false starts yesterday of note. What do you make of it? Do you see a little bit of crackdown here moving forward from the on-field officials?
It has to be. You have to. And this isn't the first week. The guards are lined up illegally.
Yeah, so is the center more often than not.
Like the I forget the guy's name. Former Packers quarterback. He kind of has broken it down like the line of scrimmage or whatever. It's not the line on TV. It's the length of the football, and the guards can't be lined up over it. And every time they do the tush push, it appears their helmets are lined up in the vicinity of the football. So, yeah, maybe it's happening to the Chiefs is what we need. And maybe they'll try to capitalize.
It was happening in real time that all of a sudden it's transitioning again that the Chiefs aren't the team everybody hates the most now. It's now the Eagles and the tush push and them breaking the rules to make it so effective.
Well, I mean, I'm still not a fan of the Chiefs. Did you see their shirts pregame?
No.
Free Rashee Rice?
No.
Yeah. You know what he did?
That's a tough
119 miles per hour, caused a multi-car collision, could have killed someone. There was kids involved, and Travis Kelce and some of the other guys are wearing shirts that say free for.
That's a really tough look.
Embarrassing. I mean, you can't do anything about it. Free speech, whatever. But like, come on. This isn't a guy getting suspended for tackling like Derwin James got. This is a guy who committed a crime and is going to go to jail, and they're like, free him.
30 days.
Yeah.
At your own leisure. Serve it.
Bad look for those guys doing it. Ricky Cheese says, am I the only person who has that stupid Ride the Float commercial song stuck in their head today? I sure don't. I don't even know the song. Is it like the
It's
NFL commercial?
It's the NFL commercial.
I don't know. What song is it? Do you know?
It's Ride the Float.
Oh, that's the song. Okay. Nope.
It's an original song. And then it's like got little one or two liners from a couple different teams.
It's like AI generated, right?
Is it?
The commercial?
Well, no, it's got real people in it.
But also a lot of AI, I've heard.
Almost certainly. Doesn't everything? Except Fantasy Frenzy. So real deal.
Corey from Leduc says free for. That's it. 24-hour ban. Just joking. Spruce Grove, Joel. Hey, boys. Fantasy Hockey League, 9 years running now. My current center lineup is Bedard, McKinnon, Cooley, McDavid. How does that sound? All four are locked in for 6+ seasons.
So is this like a keeper or a dynasty league? I'd be interested to know, because a keeper league that you can keep a player for 6 or more years, like, correct me if I'm wrong, Connor, but in football, keepers are usually maxed out at 3 years.
Yeah,
Like in a keeper league. And listen, I play in a dynasty league. You get the same roster every year. I love it. But in a keeper league, there is still limits on how long you can keep players. My hockey league, which is also keepers, same thing. I think it's 3 or 4 years total, maybe. If this is a dynasty hockey league, then sure, yeah, your team is absolute looking gangbusters. But a keeper league, you can keep the same players for that many years. That's crazy.
Yeah, McDavid and McKinnon, and then Bedard with Cooley on the rise. Joel, that sounds great.
Sounds like you're well positioned to win your league.
Matt says the Raiders baby is definitely AI.
Yeah, okay, yeah, for sure. But then like Drewski, he's riding a dolphin. But that's like a green screen because it actually cuts from the AI generated image or whatever to him being on just a barrel in front of a green screen saying he's chafing. Needs some baby powder.
I do not retain commercials. I know the commercial, but I feel like I watch the beginning, then my eyes roll in the back of my head. I don't notice it. Then the commercial ends.
All right, I'm going to tell you everything that happens in it to my best memory.
There's a Chargers logo floating above them.
There's so it starts with the girl in the pit to the Steelers uniform, but then it's oh geez.
Are you watching it right now?
No, this is recollection. There's a Lions thing about biting kneecaps, blizzard on the field in Buffalo, 3-headed goat for the Chiefs, Joe Ice for the Bengals. There's the very first one. Oh, the Pope talking about the Bears. That's the first little quip. The Drewski riding the Dolphins, the black hole baby. That might be it. Those are the teams that get specific references. Oh, and the Eagles. And Jalen Hurts is in it.
Oh.
At the very end.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I zone out. Like, do jingles get in your head?
Oh, dude, are you kidding me? We talk about this the commercials that play on this station. I listen to them during, like, when we're on break. They're still playing here in the studio, and they are constantly stuck in my head.
Ashley, like, I'll come home and Ashley will be singing the song from, like, Coeur d'Alene Casino. I'm like, what? How much TV did you watch? She's like, not much, but the commercial came on and it's catchy.
That's no bull.
Yeah, that's right, Bob.
That is right, Bob.
That's the one for me that probably gets the most
any of the
head.
legacy songs, Legacy Heating Cooling, they get stuck in my head, whether it's Gene or Nuge rapping.
Was it just the songs?
Just the songs, yeah.
Phil said, now it's in my head. I don't even know the song.
Come on, ride the float.
Like, come on, ride the train?
I don't know. What song is that?
Quad City DJs?
Not familiar.
Oh, well, they had a stranglehold on the rap game for a week or two. They had a song in Space Jam.
Was it Space Jam?
Yeah, that was the one.
Like that song, the title song.
Everybody get up. It's time to slam now. That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Quad City DJs. We'll give it a listen during our 23-hour break here. Coming up next is the Lowdown with Low Tide with LT and Declan. They've got Gregor on the show. And that's all.
Well, we'll be on the show. We're quite entertaining.
And Declan and LT. And
Lowtide's got a haircut.
LT got a haircut. So you got to check that one out on YouTube, Sports 1440 AM. Go over there, give it a like as well. Give our video a like too. Let's try to get like 10 likes. We'll take a break. 23 hours. Let's get to the Sports 1440 update with Brandon Douglas, brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky, online at willhawkbeefjerky.com. Only available in Leduc.
The Sports 1440 update.
Week 2 in the NFL wrapping up tonight with a double barrel of Monday Night Football. Tampa Bay in Houston going up against the Texans. Kickoff there for 5 o'clock. And the second half of the doubleheader, LA Chargers, Las Vegas Raiders, AFC West matchup. That one kicking off just after 8 o'clock. Injury news stemming from yesterday's slate in the NFL. Joe Burrow needing toe surgery, sidelining him a minimum of 3 months. And Jets quarterback Justin Fields in concussion protocol. Tyrod Taylor will be set to start week 3 if he remains unavailable. Just 9 games in the majors today, including the Blue Jays opening a set against the Tampa Bay Rays. Top prospect Trey Savage set to start on the bump for the Birds. First pitch coming just after 5:30. Elsewhere, Cubbies are in Pittsburgh. Orioles taking on the White Sox from the south side of Chicago. Rangers and Astros, and the Yankees opening a set in Minnesota against the Twins. From the World Athletics Championships, Canadian Cameron Rogers taking home a gold medal in the hammer throw, setting a new record, 80.51 meters. That's her second straight world championship. Coming up on Sports 1440, it is the Lowdown with Low Tide.